You could not have asked for a worse start in this 3-game series against the Atlanta Braves. The Phillies lose 9-2. Missed opportunities, I think, is the theme in this one, right? I mean, this was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, what a joke. Wonder how many runners we left on base? 19. Oh, wow. 19 runners left on base. Wow. That is a lot of base runners. We also hit the Braves 12-7. But we just couldn't get the clutch hit when it really mattered. And that's what came back to bite us in this one. Good teams find a way to get clutch hits and bring the runs across the board. It's as simple as that. And the Phillies are not good at that. They never have been. And that's going to be the difference whether they are good or not. And this is why they're mediocre. Because they hand teams too many outs. If you give teams 3 or 4 outs an inning, you're more likely to lose the ballgame. They committed 2 errors today. And they were just walking. They walked so many batters today. It's unbelievable. If you're not pitching the guys and you're walking guys, that's another way to lose. We easily could have won this game with the opportunities that we had. And we just totally squandered them. It's very, very frustrating. And like I said, you could not have asked for a worse start to this 3-game series. And I had high hopes going into the series. You know, we've done really well. The Braves have been terrible lately. And we just couldn't pull together tonight, apparently. We just looked very, very, very flat. Bryce Harper drove in a run. He actually hit the ball really hard to right field. A single, and Gene Segura hit a moonshot to left field for a home run. That was three hits for him tonight. Other than that, not much else to be saying. Jake Arrieta, hot garbage. Are you really surprised? He's just so inconsistent. He's not a reliable pitcher. He's old. Not his night tonight. Not his night. And the thing that's just so damning in this game is that we out-hit the Braves 12-7. Most of the Braves' runs were sac flies, walking in runs, capitalizing on errors, which is things we do not do. We were able to collect 12 hits. We only scored 12 hits with only 2 runs? Come on. That's anemic. That's a joke. What a disappointment. I mean, really? You gotta be kidding me. That's what we're showing tonight. All these runners left on base. That is an embarrassment. And the Nationals lose. We'll get to that later. All right, let's pick up the scoring. Top of the first inning, Freddie Freeman singles. Ronald Acuna Jr. comes around and scores 1-0 Braves. Top fifth, we allowed a washed-up scrub. Brian McCann hit his 10th home run of the year to right. It's 2-0. Same inning, Ronald Acuna Jr. hits a 2-run single. 4-0. Same inning, Ozzie doubles. And Acuna comes around and scores 5-0. Bottom 5, we answer back a little bit. Bryce Harper got a little clutch hit there. 71st RBI of the year. Nice line drive to right field. Drops in front of Marquez. Marquez made a very gutsy play. He dove for the ball, and it easily could have went past him. And he also made a nice play, but it was a risky play because if he would have missed it, the ball would have went way past him. Harper probably would have got the third, and that would have been a disaster for the Braves. But Marquez made a nice play to cut it off. Hazley coming around to score. It's now 5-1. Top 6, they answer right back. Andy Arciartes reaches on a fielder's choice. Marquez comes around the score. It's now 6-1. Then we walk Acuna Jr. on a with the bases loaded, and that drives in a run. And it's now 7-1. Oh, let's just make it back to back. Ozzy Albies, who walks in on the run. Indiarte comes around to score. It's now not 8-1. Freddie Freeman doing some fundamental baseball, which is something maybe the Phillies should take notes on. They actually did fundamental baseball. It's a sacrifice fly. Maybe Gabe Kapler should have a little conversation with him about fundamental baseball because he's absolutely horrible at it, at teaching the players. Riley comes around and scores now 9-1. Bottom of the seventh inning, Gene Segura hits his 11th home run of the year to left center. He got good wood on it. It's now 9-2. And that's your ball game. Does it really matter? Do those Bryce Harper singles, Gene Segura home runs, are they the deciding factor in this one? No. The deciding factor was that we couldn't capitalize on the opportunities that we had, and Jake Arrieta did not do his job. And yes, I understand that maybe he could have gotten more support, but the performance that he gave us tonight wasn't good enough. That's not going to make it. That's not going to cut it. And I understand that people are going to have off nights, but that just isn't good enough for a guy who trashes his teammates and talks down to them. I don't like that, So disappointed in him tonight. Scott Kingery 2 for 5, Gene Segura 3 for 5, Bryce Harper 1 for 4, Rhys Hoskins 1 for 3, JT 0 for 4. He did not strike out. That's a good thing. But he had bases loaded with 2 outs, and he grounded out to second base. JT was not a good clutch hitter. He just has not been this year. Hernandez 2 for 4, Franco 0 for 4. Franco's kind of dipping back into his old ways that he was in like June and May. Hazley 2 for 4, Arrieta 0 for 1, Nick Williams 0 for 1, Cole Irvin 0 for 1, Andrew Knapp 0 for 1. He got a hit. He was 1 for 1. My bad. He came off the first pitch swing and he got a single in the 9th inning, but that doesn't really matter. Jake Arrieta 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them were earned because one of them was an error. 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. That's not good enough. I'm sorry. That's not terrible, but that's not good enough. When you go out there and give up 4 runs in 5 innings, that's not good. And I understand it could have been it could have been worse. I mean, it's not like he went 3 innings and allowed 6 earned runs or 8 earned runs. It wasn't like anything like that. But 5 innings, 4 runs, it's not good. It's not. It's not going to make it. It's not going to make the cut. I'm sorry. Cole Ring, 2 innings, 2 hits, 4 runs. 2 of them were earned. 3 walks. Mike Warren, 2 innings, 2 strikeouts. Nice outing for Warren after he kind of had a rough first appearance as a Philly. He kind of bounces back here a little bit. So that is it, guys. And tonight's theme, not capitalizing on opportunities. And as I said, the Braves only got 12 hits. We out-hit them 12-7. But we handed them extra outs, committing those 2 errors. Walking them with the bases loaded. Leaving all those runners on base, right? Not driving them in. Not getting the job done. Remuto grounding out to second base. Striking out when Gene Segura striking out in I think it was a first and third situation. That's not, if you're going to play like that, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. I'll just come out and say it. You're not going to win if you go out and play like that. I mean, this has to come down on the manager. It's not like the Phillies. The talent level is there. Okay, the talent level is there. You have Rhys Hoskins, who's a breakout candidate. I mean, he's already having a pretty good season. He's underachieved somewhat. He's in 260 with 21 dingers, almost 70 ribbies. That's good, but I think he's expectations are a little bit higher for him. I think he needs to start playing a little bit better. You have Cesar Hernandez at second. He's decent. I think he's living up to his expectations. I think that's a typical Cesar, 270, 280. That's what Cesar's going to give you. Gene Segura, underperforming. 300 hitter. That's a 300 hitter. I am convinced that he is hurt. I am convinced. He got 3 hits tonight. I'm convinced that he's hurt, but he just won't come out and say it. He's battled with that heel injury. So I'm hoping that he'll bounce back from that. So that could be the issue. Gene Segura, it might be he's a little banged up, and maybe I think that he feels a little bit of pressure, from this team to not not get pulled out of the starting lineup. So yeah, he's had that left heel injury and soreness. It's not an injury. He's felt a little sore. Maybe that's having a little impact on him. But still, he has to play better. Michael Franco, he's a question mark. Yeah, Bryce Harper in right field. He should be doing a little bit better. He's hitting 256 with 17 home runs, 71 runs. That's good. I'd say it's pretty good, around 260, 17 home runs. In our ballpark, he should be going crazy. He should be hitting out of the ball at the ballpark at an alarming rate. The RBIs are good. The RBIs are where they should be for Bryce Harper, but the home runs need to be higher, and the average needs to be a little bit higher. So I'm not too worried about Bryce Harper. I think this is his first year at a big contract. I see him winning an MVP in this tenure with the Phillies, and not more. I see him going off. I see him having a 50 home run season. Call me crazy. Come out and call me crazy. So, there's a lot of talent on this team, and some of it has to come down to manager. When you have 12 hits, but you only score 2 runs, and you commit 2 errors, and you walk all these guys on the Braves, and you just kick the ball around, you look flat, you don't get fundamental baseball. I'm sorry to all these capper lovers out there, but that has to come down on the manager. And like I said before, I understand that the manager is not going out there with a bat and a glove and the ball and doing the work for the players. I understand that. But he's the manager is responsible for setting the mindset for the team. That is the manager's job. And he's responsible for what they do in practice and what they do on the field. He's the one who's responsible for having that mindset. A lot of baseball is mental. A lot of sports are mental. And if you do not have the right mindset, you're just going to be completely mixed up. And as I said before, I forget who said this. I think this is the 2016 Cubs. You cannot buy chemistry. You could go out and sign whatever players you want to make trades. There's one thing you can't buy, and that's chemistry. You cannot buy it. So the Phillies, is the chemistry right there? I'm not too sure. I'm not sure, and I'm convinced that Kapler just doesn't really have a good grip on the clubhouse. I really am. I don't know if I'm just speculating here. It wouldn't honestly surprise me because Gabe Kapler, I'm not a Kapler fan. I really am not a Kapler fan, and I never have been. And I am going to draw him into this. I need to talk about him in this 9-2 loss. We have 19 runners on base, and we lose 9-2. But we still out-hit them 12-7. The manager has to be brought up in this discussion if we're going to talk about something like this, right? Come on. The manager has to be drawn into this, and that's why I'm doing it. So I'm not going to believe it all on him. It's still the player's job to go out there and swing the bat and catch the ball. But he's responsible for what they do in practice. And the fundamental baseball on this team has been horrendous. It's been horrendous. And I'm still pissed off. JT Realmuto a couple of days ago, his second and third went out and he strikes out. That's an example. Many, many more examples. Kapler should be focusing on fundamentals. I don't care. These guys need to stop worrying about hitting a home run every single time. When in that situation, you just hit a sac fly. It's very simple. Just hit a fly ball deep in the outfield. It doesn't have to be a home run. Or just at least hit a ground ball to the first baseman, like a slow roller. You don't need to be like the superhero, 3-run homer. Just relax. Just get the job done. And the Phillies just can't seem to do that. And that's why I think it comes down to the manager. I firmly believe it. So the Phillies lose 9-2 to the Atlanta Braves. And they dropped the first game of the series. And it's a little bit frustrating because we could have won this game. I understand you could look at the score and say, 9-2. You could have won this game with the opportunities, the runners they left on base, and amount of hits, about how they out-hit them, and how many players we walked, and how many extra outs we gave the Braves. If you give teams 3 or 4 outs, extra outs, and you're bound to lose. So very, very disappointing night for the Phillies. They just didn't seem to have their head in the game. And the Nationals lose 4-2. So there isn't really that much shakeup in the when it comes to Walker. Obviously, the Braves obviously get a little gain there. So yeah, I mean it's extremely disappointing. The Mets won 6-3. I mean the Mets are way out of it. We're not worried about the Mets right now. So the Mets are way out of it. But anyway, it was a very disappoining night, guys. It was a very, very, very disappointing night. And right now, as I speak, the Cardinals are defeating the Astros bottom 5-3, bottom of the eighth inning. So we'll see. We'll see. Uh, yeah, we could have won this game tomorrow night. 7:05. We have Fried for the Braves. He is 10-4 with a 4.08 ERA going against Zach Eflin. He's 7-10 with a 4.25 ERA. My thoughts for tomorrow night's game? Question mark. Zach Eflin has been horrendous in his past few starts. He's been statistically better at home this year. I'm still not. You think I feel confident with this? The guys who are running out there, I just don't feel confident. Like when we're running Aaron Nola out there, I feel a little confidence, and that's why we need a couple more starters. I really do. I just don't get a good feeling in my stomach when we hear Zach Eflin's the starting pitcher tomorrow night. I'm sorry, I don't get a good feeling. I really don't. I'm sorry. He's been dreadful his past couple of starts. Some club news, and I've said this from the beginning. The Phillies are reportedly interested in Reds pitcher Tanner Roark, and I think that is a very, very realistic option for the Phillies. He's going to be cheap, and I think there's a good chance that we could get him. There's a good chance. I really, really like him. So I don't want to go deep into his stats here because I'm running out of time here. I need to keep this video relatively short. I think it's already been pretty long anyway, so I don't want to make the video any longer than it already is. So I'm just saying that we're interested in him, and I'll talk about him later, okay? So we're interested in Tanner Roark. So personal news, I actually attended a game at the Fort Myers Miracle tonight against the Lakewood, the Flying Tigers, I believe their name was. The Flying Tigers defeated the Miracle 6-0. Yeah, it was kind of it was a fun game to go to. I've never been to a minor league game before. The Miracle only got 2 hits in that one, so they lost 6-0. So I just thought it was cool just to mention that. Yeah, it was a fun night. It was at the Minnesota Twins spring training field. I forgot the name of the stadium. It was at the spring training field where they obviously playing spring training, and it was a fun night. I didn't really care who won going into the game. It was at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers. So the Flying Tigers defeated the Miracle 6-0. So it was kind of cool to experience a minor league game because I never have done it before. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. I really thank you guys for all the support. Please smash a like in this video. All the social media is linked in the description below. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you feel confident about tomorrow night's game? Do you agree with me blaming Gabe Kapler for this horrific loss tonight? And do you think you have any confidence in Zach Eflin? Let me know in the comment section below. Check the social media. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please tell all your friends about these videos. Please smash the like. I'm really, really grateful for all your support, and I'm Luke, and I will see you later. Let's go Phillies. Bye.